happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we got another huge update. You guys can probably already tell it is going down. Just by that title alone, you guys are definitely going to want to see this one, as we got that Fox News 5 host Jessica Tarlov back at it again, proving to us that she's just about lost it in this newest segment. Good thing we've got that Greg Gutfeld to walk her back towards reality in this update, guys. I'm excited to get into it, so I'm going to hop straight into it. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Before we even get into it, you guys, hit that like button, also hit that subscribe button for your boy. And without further ado, let's get straight into it, folks. Check this one out.
All right, Jesse, the Dems are freaking out, and I'm not sure if they're freaking out more over Elon Musk or the DOGE cuts, which is amazing because some of these cuts need to be made.
I love some of these. Dana mentioned it the other day. You have Iraqi Sesame Street. You have Moroccan pottery classes, bat viruses, and tourism for Lebanon. No offense, Judge Janine. I've been looking into USAID. It's a CIA cutout. It's basically like a dark money group that's been caught staging coups across Latin America. They've been kicked out of dozens of countries. They've been funding paramilitary operations, and they got caught. And this is basically a $40 billion slush fund for social justice warriors in permanent Washington to bribe people, staff people at NGOs, and just create hell. And they were probably going to launch the resistance against Trump's second term through this little government super PAC because it was so dark and shady. And if you are like our friend Kamala Harris and you're interested in Venn diagrams, if you take all the executives from USAID, the Clinton Foundation, the Gates Foundation, the World Bank, the World Health Organization, and the United Nations, all of them overlap. It's very interesting when you look at who is who when they run these organizations. Burisma got a contract with USAID through Hunter Biden. And then Hunter Biden, and it was so shady, Judge Janine, that the Obama people looked at it and canceled it. That's how corrupt it looked like. Rosemont Seneca, Hunter's firm, also did deals with two people that were trying to get rich off of disaster aid in Haiti through USAID. Right. That's right. Now, I'm not saying you got to eliminate all foreign aid, but it's like a knockdown. You see a house, it's a knockdown. You just got to level it and you got to build it back up. That's how corrupt it is. And if they found out this much corruption in just one small agency, imagine how bad it is at the Pentagon.
Wow. You know, that's a very great point that Jesse Waters is bringing up. We need to take note again of these folks who are upset. They're yelling. These, like Judge Neen said, these Dems are upset and they're yelling because of what's going on. The amount of fraud, wasted tax dollars that's being uncovered by Elon Musk, Donald Trump, and the Department of Government Efficiency. They must be doing something right. If they're yelling, it means we're on the right track, the right course. Keep it up.
Dana, one of the things that the Democrats have been complaining about is they're saying, you know, a lot of this aid is going for, you know, good reasons. And they said Marco Rubio, Secretary of State, came out and said, food, medicine, saving lives are not included in the freeze. And if you don't know how to ask for a waiver, then you're either incompetent or you're just looking to sabotage.
I talked to someone today who said that when he was working in government, that USAID kind of ran like an NGO, right? And so the pause and Rubio being in charge, I think if you care about health diplomacy or the food diplomacy, like all of that makes sense, and you can do that out of USAID. And yes, there could be some good work, but when you've been the Congress has basically been AWOL. They didn't do their responsibility, and so all of these other things happen. So now you have one apple or many apples spoiling the bunch. Elizabeth Warren also said that Elon Musk wasn't elected. Well, neither were the people who were shoveling all of the taxpayer dollars out to pay for electric vehicle credits. Who was elected that said it was okay to raid the Medicare trust fund in order to pay for electric vehicle credits? Congress didn't say anything about it. Those were the Biden people. Who was elected to go around Congress to say that you could forgive student loans? Even Nancy Pelosi said you couldn't do that. Joe Biden said, I'll do it. And it didn't matter to him that it was illegal. you have also the Democrats complaining about data security and data privacy. The January 6th committee leaked thousands of people's personal information that had nothing to do with the investigation. And so I feel like AOC questioning the intelligence of Elon Musk is just clickbait, and I'm not going to click. I'm not going to click. Also, I believe that Linda McMahon is the one to dismantle the Department of Education. If you look at those education scores from last week, what are we getting for this? Why do you think a lot of these companies say they need H-1B visas? Because we're not educating people here appropriately.
Yeah, interesting. I was going to ask you the education question too, but I'll go to you, Jessica. You know, it seems like the Democrats haven't gotten their footing. I mean, they're not sure about the message or why they lost and everything else. And yet this DOGE thing, and Jesse just gave us some examples. Is that the best they've got?
It's certainly part of the conversation that I think Democrats should be having. And I would love to be here the day that it was announced that George Soros had been given access to the Treasury payments, and he was going to be running a bureaucracy. We'll call it Jew Doge, to make it George Soros applicable. And he was going to decide how many thousands of people we fire. He had a bunch of 19-year-olds that he really liked. Maybe they interned for him. Maybe they're just a Palantir kid. And he was going to bring them in, and he was going to change the way we run our government. He was going to...
Here goes Jessica Tarlov, apples to oranges. There's a big difference between tech billionaire Elon Musk and corrupt George Soros. I mean, come on now. Elon Musk is actually coming in here. We're seeing some reformation, some audits. I mean, let's be real with ourselves. The federal government is allowed to audit us. Every single year, our incoming dollars are, taxed and made sure that we didn't make any type of errors. And then we go and try to just do a little assessment, investigation of where our taxpayer dollars are going now. It's a threat to democracy. That right there should show you why the U.S. is $36 trillion in debt right now.
And he was going to bring them in, and he was going to change the way we run our government. He was going to move fast and break things like they do out in the Bay Area. But instead, your Social Security payments would be on the table. Your job would be on the table. Your Medicaid would be on the table. And you say Democrats are the only ones melting down. Is Senator Wicker a Democrat and I missed it? Or Jerry Moran, or even Marco Rubio, when he used to have a moral compass, 2017. Foreign aid isn't charity. It's critical to our national security. If you are so concerned about making sure that we stay in front of China, which would love to eat our lunch any way that they can, this kind of aid matters.
That's what Rubio just said.
This kind of aid matters.
The program that he's talking about in 2017 is different than what is going on today. It absolutely is.
And anyway, it's not the principle of what he's saying.
The fundamental issue here is that we have three co-equal branches of government, and the executive doesn't care about Congress anymore. Congress appropriated this money. They say it was an EO. Originally it was, but in 1998 it was enshrined by Congress as a law. You need to go through the proper hurdles. And there are plenty of Democrats who've said, let me in the DOGE caucus. They want to have conversations.
Yeah, so they can screw things up. Jessica Tarlov is highlighting, underscoring the reason why we seen the turnout we did on November 5th. I mean, this is what our nation voted for. What do you mean? How dare Donald Trump and Elon Musk try to work together to save the taxpayer dollars? I mean, it's so criminal, right? Crazy to think.
Things to cut. Maybe there are lima bean dancers in malaria in wherever that need to be eliminated. But you have, and just one more thing. They've blocked access to secure communications for hundreds of USAID employees who are currently in war zones. How can that be okay with you?
Oh my goodness, guys. Jessica Tarlov back at it again. Where is she even pulling these random so-called facts from? I would really love to know. She's got to be just pulling this out of thin air at this point to make Donald Trump look bad. What?
Who are currently in war zones. How can that be okay with you?
Okay. First of all foreign,
might not even be true. We'll have to fact check
all
that.
foreign aid is
I'm glad someone's calling her out. Jesse Waters, and that may not even be true.
First of all foreign,
might not even be true. We'll have to fact check
all
that.
foreign aid is discretionary for the president to determine.
No.
Yes.
Not if it's appropriated by Congress.
It is discretionary for the president to determine. And if the whole point is it's not charity, Greg, but it exists for the purpose of advancing our national interest, shouldn't it be something that advances the United States interest?
Yeah, this just doesn't feel right that we weren't introduced.
Oh,
I'm Greg Gutfeld. Welcome to the Five. All we're doing is introducing friction into a system that got used to having no restraint. So you have this giant blob that finds it alien that people might want to know where their money's going. They are just spending it like it's the casino's cash. By the way, Joe Biden was ushered in on the promise of empathy and unity, and it turned out the executive branch had been hijacked by radical forces. And when it was exposed, they covered it up. And they also went after whistleblowers and condemned and smeared people who dared to say that Joe wasn't fit. Doesn't that sound familiar? Mm-hmm. It is exactly what's happening with USAID, and it's going to happen with every single other program and department because they are corrupt. And if you think, how do you know that? I just explained it to you. The White House, the biggest political cover-up in history, right in front of your eyes. And you think that somehow this is going to be pristine behind closed doors when you talk about everything that we're talking about Hamas being funded. We're talking about Haiti, those billions that disappeared. We're talking about trans and gender propaganda in foreign countries. There's so many things. And, love Trump or hate him, Jessica, and I know where you stand. Trump is where government secrets go to die. He's doing more than 40 years of so-called and heroic investigative journalism.
Wait, did I hear that correctly? What did he say? I'm sorry.
Trump is where government secrets go to die. He's doing more than 40 years of so-called and heroic investigative journalism. We're learning about stuff we never bothered to learn. And it's not coming from The Nation or The New Republic or The Atlantic. It's coming from a Republican president. I never knew about USAID. I thought it was a sports drink. I didn't know about, NGOs. I thought that was an STD.
How many STDs did you have?
I can't get into that here during the break. And the reaction tells you everything, that this is the heart of corruption. It's about funding. And all we want to know is, where is it going? Eco Alliance? No matter what you say about humanitarian efforts by USAID, millions and millions of people being killed kind of cancels that out. Mm-hmm. Eco Alliance was funded by USAID. So there are up to maybe, $521 billion in fraud annually. And these people act like we're waging war. No, we are against corruption. And you're on the wrong side.
You're on the wrong side.
I'm not. Let's talk about government contracts also that Musk has.
What's that?
Oh, my goodness.
No, the president.
Yo, guys, there we have it. I'm not sure what that has to do with the price of tea in China. There at the end, Jessica Tarlov is just proving it once again. I'm telling you, right, it just seems like, the reaction we're getting from these folks in D.C., those who are against Elon Musk, Donald Trump's movement, Department of Government Efficiency, they almost seem like, that shoplifter that gets caught by security and then they get offended that security wants to check their bag. Like, we know you're stealing. We know it, and got Elon Musk. Thank you, guys. Elon Musk, Donald Trump, they actually care about where our tax dollars are being funneled and shipped off to, guys. Definitely hop in the comment section and let me know your thoughts. Also want to take this time to give a huge shout out and a thanks to all the folks who made it this far in the video, guys. It goes a long way. You guys don't even know. Getting that message out there further and further, the truth to more individuals each and every day, guys. So thank you so much for sticking around. Definitely hop in the comments section. Let me know your thoughts. Also, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you enjoy more content like this, catch you guys on the next one. We